This is a series of conversations with the major players in the cruise industry, unedited, uninterrupted, and on location. In this latest edition, I sit down with Andy Stuart, President and CEO of Norwegian Cruise Lines, sailing across Europe on one of the new ships in his fleet. How has the business of cruising changed? I mean, we know that every cruise line will market a new ship, a new experience, but in general, how has it changed?
It's expanded a lot. So the old motto that if we build them, they will come has continued to be true, and the industry has grown very quickly. The reason I think it's grown very quickly is because of the phenomenon you just talked about, the new ships that generate a lot of excitement. Every new ship that comes out, and Norwegian Escape's no exception, has a lot of new attractions, gets a lot of attention, brings you on board, and we get to chat about the ship. And that brings new people into cruising, and it brings people who love cruising back to cruising, and that's the engine for growth.
But if you go back 10, 15 years, the actual percentage of the adult population that had ever taken a cruise in the United States was really rather low.
Yes, and it has grown, and the US has continued to grow as a market, but the other important factor is that other destinations have also grown very, very quickly. So
it's not just the North American market?
No, it's not. It's very much a global industry today, and I don't think we ever expected to see our biggest, newest ships go straight into service in Europe, for example, and that's what they have been doing for a number of years now. And we certainly never expected our biggest, newest ships to be announced going to China, and today that's what's being announced.
Did you ever think it was going to be growing that fast globally?
No, the pace of growth internationally continues to surprise me, and Europe was a big surprise when the biggest ships started going there, and the pace of growth in China today is extraordinary.
Can it be sustained?
I believe so. I mean, China has 1.4 billion people, has an expanding middle class, and clearly they like cruising. The industry has been there now, I think, for 6 years in a significant way.
But the industry was there as a destination, not as a home port.
Yes, I mean, China's been part of itineraries for a long time, but for the last 6 years has been the first time that cruise lines have been putting capacity into China for the local Chinese market. And there was debate, will the Chinese like to cruise? Will they cruise in any volume? Can they afford to cruise? If they cruise, will they spend? And the recent years have proven that they like to cruise, and when they cruise, they like to spend. And they will, if the product is right, they'll come in volume.
And spend more.
And spend money.
What's the next frontier? India?
Yes, I mean, I think India is definitely a significant opportunity, but I think we've scratched the surface of China. Cuba, we think, is a destination that, today there are certain inhibitors that make cruising to Cuba not feasible.
But that's rapidly evaporating.
It's changing very quickly.
And yet you won't be the only kid on the block. Everybody will be going there.
There'll be great enthusiasm to cruise in Cuba. It's not. Everybody can't just run in, though. It's a little complicated. There are infrastructure challenges. Certainly, the Cuban government will have a say in who cruises to Cuba. The U.S. government. So there's complexity that doesn't exist in a lot of the other destinations that we go to. So it's important we approach it in the right way, with balance, with all the everyone who's involved.
I mean, there's such curiosity and pent-up demand. Everybody wants to be first on their block there.
Yes, everybody wants to be first in. Our approach is most certainly to do it the right way, and in partnership with all the constituents, because it is complicated, and it's a destination that we want to be a fantastic destination for the industry for the long term, not a quick pop.
Is the infrastructure there yet? You're saying it's not.
It's not there for a ship like this, for example. Certainly for smaller ships, there's infrastructure there that could support the industry. But I think it will evolve quickly.
And of course, the argument has been made, in the airline industry at least, that if an airline wants to go to Cuba, they're not going to add new planes to Cuba. They're going to take planes from other places in the Caribbean and move that asset to Cuba. So if you're the tourism minister of anywhere from the Cayman Islands to Grenada, you might be a little worried.
There are many new ships coming. That's the beauty of this industry. There's an order book. If you want to order a ship like this today, you probably can't get it till 21 or 22. So there are many, many new ships coming to the industry that I don't think there should be too many ministers of tourism concerned.
But it's one thing to say if we build it, they will come. That may apply to Cuba, but you still have to fill beds and cabins in all those other locations.
Yeah, and that's going to depend on the value of the experience. And I strongly believe that the product is underpriced today. I think we offer incredible value. You come on this ship and you experience everything this ship has to offer, and the entry-level price, it's too low. So there's no doubt in my mind consumers are going to come. It's unbelievable value. The quality of the experience is better than it's ever been, continues to improve. The industry innovates and delivers more and more things that consumers are saying they want. So I don't worry about that.
Why do you think it's underpriced?
Because we haven't done a good enough job in telling the consumer what a fantastic product it is. I mean, we have to do a better job in describing the reality of this. You walk on and you get it. You walk around the ship, you're like, oh my God, it's incredible. We haven't done a good enough job in explaining that.
And onboard revenue itself, that's going up.
Yes, because there are more, we're putting more things on ships. If you build a bigger ship, the opportunity to add more options and choices for guests, it becomes greater. And so we're building big ships today, and we're working really hard to listen to guests. Say, hey, listen, if we build another ship, what would you want on the ship? What would be the next thing that
And
you
what
would
did they
look
tell
for?
you they wanted?
They want new dining choices. So we're adding new, very contemporary dining choices. We've partnered with a company called the Pub Belly Restaurant Group to deliver a very contemporary dining experience on this ship. And we're 7 days in, so it's early days, but so far that's been the venue that we've had lines out the door for. They want exciting things for families, and so we put a 3-story ropes course on the top of the ship that, quite frankly, is quite scary. So we want to continue to push the envelope. Guests want great food, and they want new choices. They want fantastic entertainment and different entertainment, and they want things to do that are exciting and different that they can't get anywhere else.
So for that ropes course, the famous 3 words are sign the waiver.
Yes, it's very safe, Peter. As you know, we wouldn't put anything on a ship that wasn't completely safe.
But the words that I keep hearing are sign the waiver.
No, are you brave enough to go up there? Those are the words I would say to you. Are you brave enough to go up there and walk the plank? I'm not going to make you. I won't have a sword at your back. But
Now, are there things that you tried that didn't work out?
You know, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'm sure there have. Well, I mean, we put an ice skating rink on one ship. It wasn't ice though. It was an artificial ice skating rink, and that did not work. It was no charge for it, to be fair, but it was something that we thought was sort of cool and different, and it didn't work. So
that's gone.
Yeah, that's gone. So
now you put bowling on. I thought bowling, but people like to do it.
Oh, people love bowling. That's been very popular. Yeah. So people like the bowling. They love the ropes course. They love the water park. So they love water slides. That's something that guests absolutely love. So every now and again we get one wrong.
How about ice bowling? No?
Well, maybe on another ship, Peter.
What about the casino? On some ships it's described as an entertainment. On some ships it actually makes money. How do you guys approach the casino?
I mean, we run the casino like...
You run it yourself?
We run it ourselves. We run it really...
And that's changing from the way it used to be. In the old days, everybody franchised it out.
Yeah. No, we've run our own casinos for many years now.
That would appear to be the reason for that is you can actually make money doing that.
Yeah, we believe we can make money. Casinos can be volatile, as you know. People can win, people can lose. But
do you have guys who are here who are whales who come in and gamble?
Yeah, we absolutely have.
You have whales?
Yeah, we absolutely have people who are here primarily for the gaming. They pick this as a great venue to enjoy our casino.
So they actually come in and get a line of credit?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't think people know that because most people think, well, it's my first time on a ship, I'll try 21 or I'll try the slot machines. Because for a lot of people, it really is their first time.
You know, it's a very comfortable way for people to dip their toe into a casino. Casinos can be a little intimidating, and you know, people think of Las Vegas as a little scary place when it comes to the casinos.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people come here for the cruise, not thinking about a casino, but they walk through and they see it and they think, you know, maybe I'll have a little go, and it's a very unintimidating environment.
Do you think it's the overall philosophy of your company that you're offering people a chance to test drive experiences they otherwise would not have?
I think in a lot of cases that's true. There are so many things on a ship. It really is like a major destination in one location, in a very friendly offering. So yeah, I think people do try things they may not try at home.
Now I got one other question which is just completely off the wall, but it's part of another story that we're doing, which you'll appreciate. We're actually doing a story on my show on frivolous lawsuits, ridiculous, absurd lawsuits. I'll give you an example. A woman goes on Don't look in that direction.
Yeah, look
Do
at
not
Professor
go
at
over
that
there.
point.
No, you'll like this.
I will.
Oh, yeah, you will.
Okay.
You'll appreciate this. It's a true story. A woman goes on a celebrity cruise, has a good time. Nothing happens. She comes back and sues the cruise line. Why? Because she didn't meet any celebrities on board.
Okay.
All right, you see where we're going?
Okay.
So I'm sure in the business there are those kinds of crazy lawsuits, right? Can you think of one that you just walked out of your room shaking your head? Are you serious?
Well, I mean, I don't know whether they sued us, but I mean, I remember a complaint letter about someone who took the submarine excursion in Grand Cayman and complained the fish were on the wrong side of the submarine. Now, did she sue us or did she just write a complaint letter? I can't remember, but that's one of the craziest ones I remember as a complaint letter.
And so you sent them the fish letter?
Yes.
All right, send her the fish letter.
Unfortunately, the fish are not under our direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Good.
Good. Our next conversation will be with Frank Del Rio, CEO of Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings. Look for that right here on petergreenberg.com. I'm Peter Greenberg, and thanks for watching.